Yeah, how's it going? I wanna make sure the game's gonna load. There's a couple things I still need to do before we start, but good, the controller connected. We love that. Alright, are we working? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why are we not? Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, it's looking good. Okay. Give me there we go. Okay, give me just 1 second. I think I'm not talking to anybody right now, but hey, give me 1 second and we'll get started. I gotta get rid of my cabbage soup. Alright. We are so back. Oh god, that's really loud. Alright. It's been a hot minute since I've streamed like this. This'll be interesting. Okay, so how is the game audio? Is it fine? I wasn't hot until I took the costume off, and now I'm like, maybe I was hot. No, because this theme is hell. Oh, don't worry, I've got better music for you, buddy. How's this? Okay, anyways. I guess we'll go ahead and get into it. I don't remember what we were doing. I guess we're going to talk to her. The monkey. It's called Money? Yeah. Well, the rich ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get that back? I'll see what I can do. Even I have money for... Money, how I missed you. Game's too loud? How's right here? Is this good? Even she has money problems. Eh? Whenever money sees something shiny, he just takes it back home. That's pretty funny. Well, I guess I'll just have to find out where money disappeared to. I think that's your best bet. You should probably go ask Uncle Mo. He might know. Huh? You don't know? Well, Money isn't exactly someone who I'm on friendly terms with. What? He's not really the kind of animal I work with, even if he does need taming. Oh, I see. Go to Moe's. I guess it's time I revisit that kooky clown. Is there a way to skip this case? So there is, since I've beaten the game, I can't actually skip this case, but I'm not gonna skip it because there are people who are watching my playthrough like as their first Ace Attorney experience, and I don't want to have to skip a case on them. Especially since some of these characters do come back later, unfortunately. Do you mind telling us a bit about Ben? Ben? You mean that guy who's always hanging around with Trillo? What do you mean, hanging around? Well, he was there when Trillo told me he was in love with me. Trillo told you he was in love with you? Yes, he did. Kind of cute, don't you think? He's so smart, and he's such a wonderful singer. I love him. But what about Ben? What about Ben? He's got nothing to do with me loving Trillo. Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our circus. What about Ben? Regina, you were proposed to, weren't you? Proposed to? No, that won't be for a while. Huh? Really? That's strange, isn't it, Nick? Yeah. Max and Trillo both said otherwise. They said they asked for her hand in marriage. Ah, but Max only talked to the ringmaster about it. I forgot about that. He asked the ringmaster for her hand, not Regina directly. So I guess Trillo hasn't asked her directly yet either. What? He's gonna propose to me? I'm so confused. How about you, Maya? Huh? What? Who do you think I should go for, Max or Trillo? Wait, what? You do realize Trillo's a puppet? I don't care that he's a bit stiff. So pokey. So poisony. So stiff. Oh, boy. Alright. Huh? Detective Gumshoe took off. Yeah, probably because we ditched him earlier. I bet he and the other cops got lonely and headed back to the precinct. Hey! Oh my! If it isn't the Mr. Right of all time! It's alright to be wrong every now and again, eh, right? See, Nick? It just took a while for the joke to find its audience. So what can I do for you? You remember a good joke you wanted to tell me? Pull up a chair, or maybe pull my finger, and let me have it. We're gonna get the same sound effect either way, aren't we? How'd you know I put a whoopee cushion on the chair? You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't you? So, about Regina. Regina's such a pure, innocent child. She's such a cutie, too. We need, yeah, Jay Silva gets it. I was gonna say, we need that Doofenshmirtz meme. She's 16! Oh, wait. You know why you joined the force, right? She was born and raised in the circus, you know. I still have that graphic. I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't have it. Sorry, guys. You're not a clown. You're the entire circus. Well, that means she doesn't really know much about the world outside of the big top. Sounds like Pearly. For her, every child's dream of the circus is her everyday reality. She lives in a dream world. She sees dancing wild animals, men flying in the air, and one very funny clown every day. The funny thing is, all that seems normal to her because it's her everyday life. Guess that explains why she thinks she can marry a ventriloquist dummy. Don't ask me if her reality is a good thing or a bad thing, though. The clown sees life simply, without complications. Have you ever heard of a monkey named Money? Ah, yeah, Money! He stole my attorney's badge. Well, Money does love shiny objects. It makes sense that he'd swipe your badge. But under no circumstance can you chase after him. Huh? Why's that? Oh, I know. You don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right? Do you get it?
Have you ever read the famous dystopian science fiction novel 1984?
Exactly! Bravo! Bravo! Enough joking around, though. Money isn't considered a member of Regina's family. Then who does he belong to? I'll be happy to take you to where Zona's staying. You mean right now? Of course! Shall we go? Should we go with him now or wait? Let's go. He has a calendar with like a big old gorilla on it. Man, I should have ate some more cabbage. This is it, Mr. Right. Oh, something wrong? I can't breathe. Don't be such a wimp. You only had to climb 2 flights of stairs. Anyways, this is the place. Acro's room. Acro? He's an acrobat. Seems like he's not around today. Huh? That's a big pile of junk in the corner. I don't think it'd be wrong to assume that Phoenix's stuff is over there too. Just be careful to make sure you've got the right stuff. Thanks, Mo. See you later. Alright, what do we have around here? Hey, the net's ripped. Money must be prone to breaking things. He's hardcore. The net looks fine to me. You really think he plays basketball? Money will never be ballin'. I think so. Monkeys live life above the rim, you know. Something to say, Phoenix? You're joking, right? You think the monkey has proverbial... Phoenix literally said, this monkey will never be ballin'. Of course! That monkey doesn't have the funk of a net... What? That funky doesn't fake the funk on a nasty dunk. Hey, you know, this game came out in like 2004. Well, a prehensile tail may be an unfair advantage. He's got a barbell. Look around. Everything he's got is for upper body training. Wait a second. These are the same machines I see on TV all the time. Hey, Nick! What? I don't have this one. This barbell here is a new model. Don't overdo it, Maya. You don't want to end up as a muscle. Phoenix says women can't be buff. You gotta be slim. You're a spirit medium. Rampant sexism. This bed's incredibly well made. It's almost like a maid made it. Even the laundry on top's folded perfectly. Nick, there's nothing unusual about that at all. That's how things are supposed to be. Can a man respect another man for doing something said man can't do? Phoenix can't do the laundry. It's a monkey calendar! Whoever's in this room must really love monkeys. Maybe a little too much. Wow, I just realized the year's almost over. Amazing how time flies. It's been one wild year, especially the last part. Well, we still got one last person to help this year, Max. You can see the big top from the window here. There's some snow on top of the big top. Kind of weird, don't you think? The inside of the tent is warm, so any snow that lands on top probably melts. I guess you're right. The snow probably just slides off. Money must use this to swing around on. Go ahead, Nick. I know you want to ride on it too. Alright, we haven't played this one in a while.
What a wonderful relationship.
Well, wait, I mean, we are... Things aren't like that. I'm gay.
I know you want to write it too. Maybe later. Oh no. Holy cow! There's a fork and a mirror? Everything's shiny! Shinies! There's even a really cheap looking knockoff wristwatch. Look at this, it's a trophy. It's really heavy. Nick, I found it! Your badge! It's right here! Thanks, you really saved me. Huh? What's the matter? Did you find something? Yeah, check this out. It's a ring! There's something engraved on it. From T to R. Well, I think it's about time we wrap up our investigation. Do you think we'll win in court tomorrow? Who knows? Even I can't imagine what kind of testimony will come out tomorrow. I'm guessing Mo will be a witness in court. Mo and maybe the puppet? Oh, well, I know a thing or two about the puppet. Did you know that there's the origins of the puppet in the brand new Secret of the Mimic video game? But hey, that's just a theory. Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we've still got a magician on our side. Yosuke's here? That's good, because we might need some magic tomorrow. Alright, let's saving. Good morning, Max. Something to say, Max? Max? Milk. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick, Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties! What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've gotta make some good... You gotta make a good first impression. What a powerful move. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, my sweeties. What's the time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really? No one needs to fly today. Nick! Oh, what's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. And now the case of one... No, what? Your Honor, get on with it. Sorry, I just realized the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So? Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild's a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more... friendly. I wonder if that's to our advantage. Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix, right? Eh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count! Do you hear me? She must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero, zilch, nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it's not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. I guess being born with the name Von Karma's a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like it'll bring her dad back. There. Opening statement complete. Now, let's hurry and wrap this waste of time up. Very well. You may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma. Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up here. Now! Sorry to keep you from work, but I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Well, it's been a while since we played this one. Oh man, every penny counts. Nudes. Don't mention it, pal. It's been no trouble at all. I've been waiting for this. Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. All right, detective. You may proceed with your testimony. The night of the crime, snow was falling about 7:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All the circus performers were gathered at the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lounge at about 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. A wooden box, you say? But, Detective Gumshoe. I can't find the graphic Detective Gumshoe. But Detective Gumshoe. What was in the box? The cause of death was a blunt force trauma that snapped the vertebrae in his neck. Oh, I see. So he was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this into evidence. A blunt object. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Alright. So snow was falling until 9:40. The circus performers were gathered in the big top. The practice broke at 10. The murder itself took place at 10:15. Wooden box. Alright, let's look at our evidence. I've got to re-familiarize myself with the case. Alright, so that lines up with what Gumshoe's saying. Alright, and that's just a photo of Barry. Yeah, so I guess we'll just press. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. You should have seen how they mercy. You should have seen how they treated Overwatch, pal. The game's garbage. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day, pal. The snow. Let me see. There's gotta be more. What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing at the night of the crime? When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and the staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, and I almost forgot, Regent the tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. The practice session broke up about 10 p.m., pal. Ah, dang it. After practice was over, where'd everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately, pal. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? It seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. The murder itself took place in the plaza at about 10:15. Oh, dang it, pal. I'd like you to be more specific about the events at 10:15. Okay, not a problem, pal. We got a witness that told us the whole thing. No! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead at the door. Oh, come on, pal. A wooden box? That's right. The victim must have been carrying that wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked. Not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? But, Detective Gumshoe, what was in the box? I guess we'll just never know. For those of you who don't know why I keep making jokes about this box, there's a infamous wooden box in Five Nights at Freddy's 4 that was teased at the very end of the game. Like, what's in the box? And we still don't know. They've never answered the question. It's been like 10 years. This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. What's in the box? Do you mind telling us about what was inside the box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. Bottle? What was in that bottle, Detective? It's exactly as it looks like, Your Honor. It was a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with, a pepper. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in the big box? There's only one little bottle in that whole huge box? I wonder if it has some sort of special meaning. The cause of death was blunt force trauma from a snapped vertebrae in the neck. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You done your homework, pal. That's right, he was hitting the blunt before he died. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is it has something to do with the... Wait, my theory is that it... My theory is that it is... Oh, it is something. My theory is that it is something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so. Especially since you didn't find it at the scene. No. I bet he made it disappear with magic. Ha ha ha. Well, I think we have a good feeling for the details of the event. I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe. You mean all we're gonna get out of him is a little bottle of pepper? Now that we have wrapped this up with the detective, I'd like to call my first witness. I'm not even off the stand yet, pal. Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. Get lost, detective. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy, pal. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, your witness, please. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. I wonder if Trillo will show up as well. Please state your name and occupation for the record. Yeah, the full name's Trillo Quist. I'm an unemployed and operatic tenor. Excuse me? The witness called to the stand was one Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That rope must be cutting off your circulation. I said I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. Me. The world of law, so exciting and daring, guilt or innocence, decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what did you think? It had a good rhythm. It's just the lyrics. They're something to be desired, so to speak. Trillo, you know better than to insult the judge. Shut up! Just look at your nose. What would you think you'd have the sense to fix? It's so ugly I wanna punch you in the face off of the chance swelling would help. You know your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-lister. Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. What's going on here? Order! Order! I demand to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trillo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. Oh! You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now, let's proceed. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. I mean the clown. Once we were in the lodging house, I ditched him and went to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene? You're sure of that? Without a doubt. He had on his silk hat, cloak, and that dumb white rose on his chest. How could you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up high? That's enough. I think we get the picture. Just one more thing. You said you ditched the clown. That's right, dress boy. Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown cannot be the culprit. Why is that? Here's the absolute proof. A silk hat? This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Ah. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there's no reason for the hat to be at the scene. Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix White, what do you have to say? Okay. I guess she's the boss again today. Alright, so he left the tent with this clown. He went to the lodging house. That's when he saw Max. You saw Max and only Max, right, Trillo? That's right. That makes him the killer. He's the only person headed that way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense. That makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? Wait a second. There's no proof the witness saw Maximilian Galactica. Hey, you still don't get it, do ya? Well, I saw what I saw, and it was Max's three-piece joke of a costume. Alright, let's all say it together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you, thank you. I think you should study your celebrities, Mr. Wright. Great, now I'm getting shot down by a toy. Alright, let's try the other options. That's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max? Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? What are you going there? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose the witness could have seen? We'd have to see the ringmaster, right? That's the victim. That's correct. If Trillo was at the entrance of the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Gah! Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. He could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that, according to the defendant, a likely story? If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? I see. It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt the testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now, let's move along with the testimony. Trillo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of a bitter love triangle with Regina, which is probably why Max clonked him over the head. Nick? Wasn't Ben the one who got clonked on the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. Oh, that... Take me back. Okay. So we left the tent. Went to the lodging house, ditched the clown. Do I have something I can show for this? I guess I'll press this. You saw Max and only Max on that night? Jeez, you're persistent. You can ask all you want, my answer won't change. The only person I saw was Maximilian Galactica. He really needs to improve his manners. You've heard what he has to say. Let him continue his testimony. Why the plaza entrance? To do some thinking, of course. It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea? Mr. Phoenix right. I think you should leave the thinking to the fitness. But I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers said I was. Thunker. Alright, there's gotta be something I can present. Oh, I didn't mean to press. My bad. I guess I'll press this. Around what time did the police arrive? I suppose it'd be around... Hey, what time was it? I think it was... I'd say a bit after 10:30, I think. Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house that entire time? I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you'd stand around in that weather. The truth is... Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? What are you telling him? Why can't he believe we'd stand outside in that weather? Maybe you were waiting for someone? What? Who said we were waiting for someone? Mr. Phoenix White, we can do without your offhanded game theories. It's just a theory. But the witness, he's cracking under the pressure. I'm onto something. Mr. Wright. Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for? Well, he's waiting outside in the cold. It had to have been for... one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. We killed him. You were waiting outside for Regina to come back. Am I mistaken? Something to say, Trillo? Is it true? You, Narukami, took 90 hours to find the truth. I don't think you ever find the truth once in an Ace Attorney game. Everything's so wacky. Well, you can't really ask me that question. Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw, and don't you forget it. Well, the puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Huh? Alright. There's obviously a reason why the witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Oh! What did you say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there's a high likelihood that He could have missed someone else other than Oh! There's absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. Alright. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true. No. I was waiting for Regina. Pain. Don't volunteer things. Mr. Quiz, tell us the truth about the time. And I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodge house? I was waiting to propose to her. You were what? Waiting to propose? What's the matter? Don't you think humans have a monopoly on marriage? The matter of a puppet marriage is not under review in this case. You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit. More pain. Huh. Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. Don't be so surprised I was gonna propose to Regina. I had something to give to her. I had it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. You were going to propose. You. A puppet. Right. Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love. I guess you're right. But just because I'm old doesn't mean I... That's not the right one. I don't think I have it loaded anywhere. Alright, well... we'll settle for a classic.
I want a divorce.
What the hell? His honor's looking a little less than honorable right now. I agree. Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue your cross-examination. What was with that sigh at the end? Alright, just in case this is the wrong thing to do, let's saving. I'm pretty sure we can literally just do this. I don't think we can literally do that. So you're still thinking of trying to give it to Regina? I hate this case. So you're still thinking of giving it to Regina? Of course I am! I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I ain't giving it up that easy. I wonder how much he gets for appearing in the circus. Probably way more than he deserves. How about it, Nick? I think it's about time we unwrap this toy's testimony. That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck. Man, they won't let Maya say hell. What was it exactly you planned on giving her? Know exactly what I was giving to a numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer his question. What was it? You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Engagement ring? Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs. Mr. Phoenix Bite's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here. Francisca's whip looks like it's about to lash out at everything. One hit from that thing would probably shut someone up for a long time. Pain equals bad. It's time to push on. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time a puppet has ever Oh! I advise you to cut this argument short. I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony? Specifically about the engagement ring. I'd like to stick to the facts, not sociology. You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. I planned on giving the engagement ring to Regina. Alright, so he kept it in his pocket. He had it in his pocket that night. He still got it in his pocket. That's not helpful. Okay. I guess we'll press this. An engagement ring. Uh-huh. It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's gonna love it. It's just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? Well, there's gotta be something I can catch him on. Whose pocket was the ring in? Mine, of course! What a stupid question! You gotta be kidding me. You think Ben could pull this off? I'm sorry. Really? You don't have to apologize. He's the one who should be apologizing. Really? So you went to the lodging house to give it to her? That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times I lost count, but... Woodman! I gotta stop laughing at this phrasing. I swear, I'm older than 12. That uppity snob kept getting in the way. Uppity snob? He couldn't possibly be talking about me, Maximilium Galactica. When I get a hold of him, I'm going to saw his wood block in half, and not with magic. Well, they always say that love creates rivalries. So, what about this present? By proposal, you mean proposed marriage, correct? To Regina? Of course that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that? I was gonna propose so that we'd be... What? I wasn't gonna propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang. Right, Ben? Yeah. Got it? That's the truth. What am I supposed to be doing? Alright, what items do we have? I mean, I have the ring. I mean, I can prove he doesn't have it in his pocket. Didn't I already present the ring here, though? I swear to God I did that already. Maybe I had to press first? I don't know, that's very weird. What is it? What are you talking about? Uh-oh. Looks like they're gonna double team me now. Do you recognize this ring? That's mine! Give it back! Thief! Thief! Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here? No! What's going on here? That's... Ben, say something! Don't put me on the spot like that, Thrillo. I found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean a room they put money? Like a bank vault? Ah, that filthy monkey's gonna get what's coming to him. Mr. Quisp, I prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court. You know what they say about fiats. Fix it again, Tony. Well, Your Honor. Money really is a monkey, in every sense of the word. Ah, I see. Well then. Money likes to go after shiny things that he can find and gather up. Shiny things? Metal Gear? Trillo, when was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was that time, you know, that night. The night of the crime. What did you say? Details. I need details. Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up at the plaza. Right about the time you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time. Monkey. Yeah. Oh. Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder. It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trillo, back to the topic. I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Trillo Quist. What did you say when the ring was taken, Trillo? You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey money. But if you weren't able to catch up with him, were you? It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey got away. This is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this did indeed prove one important fact. Prove an important point. What could possibly be the point? Ben doesn't exercise enough. No, he has a flaw. There's a huge contradiction in the witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he hadn't moved from the entrance of the plaza. However, the witness just stated he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. But what is the meaning of this, Mr. Phoenix, right? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there's no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It's entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Interesting, oh. Well, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix, right? Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, at the scene of the crime. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He's blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the witness's argument does hold water. The witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant. What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar. Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flush out exactly who you saw that night. Ha! Told you so many times, you don't think my story's changing? You've already changed your story, stick boy. And I'm sure it's gonna change some more, stick boy. Where there's one lie, there's usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why we need to get after him. Yeah! I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina. But that doesn't change the fact I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I can mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. So that means Money didn't show up until after you saw Max. That's right, Money ran up less than a minute after. Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after? How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? Well, let's see. Something like I suppose 5 minutes. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. So, it's gotta be the symbols, right? Those 3 symbols, huh? Curiosity. Exactly how many times do you ask that question? If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everybody now! Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you very much! Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun shouting with everyone else. There has to be a hole in his testimony somewhere. I agree. But do we have the proof to make something stick? All we can do is try, right, Nick? We've got to have something that'll prove useful. Alright, time to go to work. Alright, what do we have that we can present? Alright, we'll try the symbols. Nope. Nope. So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night? Of course that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance of the tent the whole time. I guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina. He showed up after I'd been waiting for about 5 minutes. About what time would you say the events took place? You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure that out. You already know the practice finished at 10 p.m. And you already know I went to the lodging house after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know what time it was when I saw him. Just add 10 minutes. Let me think about... Oh! It was 10:10 p.m. Ah, yes, that sounds about right. It sounds about right, because that's the time I saw Max on the scene. Max on the scene. I said good evening, but you didn't even acknowledge. So you testified that you said good evening to Max. You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You said good morning in the morning and good afternoon at the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben, you got something to add? Let me guess, that's not it, Trilla. You say good evening at night? I'm sorry, Trillo. Mr. Quisp, I would prefer it if you kept your ventriloquist act out of the courtroom. Impossible! A performer lives and breathes his performance. You should know better. There's gotta be something wrong with this testimony. Isn't that a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, If you hate Max, why would you bother being nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange. Why would it strike you as strange? Exactly. How is it strange to be courteous to one of your co-workers? Well, it was simply just being cordial to a co-worker I would understand. Oh, that hurt! Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that in grade school. There's no reason that Trillo would say something nice to Max. But how do I go about proving it? Bluffing's everything in this world. But I'm sure you learned that one. I guess I can give it a shot. The witness will resume his testimony. Alright, I've got it. Well, let me save. Nice. Trillo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact. It wasn't that big a deal. We just had an argument. It was a disagreement at most. A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head. Ah! That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Yo! Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is that on this day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly been cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on the stand. There's just no way a puppet this lewd would just get up and say good evening to his rival. Ah! What are you saying? He's trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the scene of the crime? I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just... That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Let's clarify this testimony. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw? Who do I think he saw? He saw someone else. It's my belief the witness didn't indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. Someone who he'd say good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct... He's always right. Furthermore, I don't believe the person on the witness stand was Max at all. I'm sorry, I keep getting sidetracked because for some reason there's an argument about gacha games in the Discord. Guys, I don't like gacha games. But, if he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there's only one proper answer. The person the witness saw was not Maximilian Galactica. That's why Trillo made the effort to greet whoever it was he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it. What in the world? Would the defense kindly explain who it was Trillo saw? I mean, the only person it could be is the ringmaster. Considering the ill temper of the witness, the only person it could... There's only one person he would greet. It must be Regina. Regina, right? She's so cute.
I want a divorce.
No, Your Honor, it's not Regina. If it was Regina, Trillo would have gotten her an engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah. Well, I suppose you got a point there. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You're correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trillo, isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Quist. Ah! Order! Order! How do you respond? Well, wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look, it was Maximilian Galactica. I think it's high time we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area. The problem is identifying who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry? The prosecution argues that it was the defendant the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated he saw the defendant's 3 symbols. 3 symbols? Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man. You've got to remember by now. Here we go, everyone, all together now. Wow! Yes, yes, we know. The silk hat, the cloak, the white roses. A silk hat and a cloak? Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me. Alright, guys, we need fan art of Phoenix Wright in the cloak and hat. What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? Could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry. What? Miss Von Karma, do you have any clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant? Well, If that's the case, then this is impossible for me to make judgment on. Yeah, I think we possibly won a point. That is very unfortunate. Huh? You were just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, right? What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing about the witness. You established that this witness saw only one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but... Who was that person that only... Who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, without a shadow of a doubt, the answer to that question, and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Very well. The court will now take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess. All right. Sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he'd be right back. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's cloak, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means... It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went off looking like Max. Fabulous! That's a fabulous possibility. Heh, well done, Nick. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't it a bit strange? Huh. If you think about it, all that they found at the scene of the crime was a silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double, huh? Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should have been a detective or something. Ace detective? More like... Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president? You have no idea how hard it was to make the decision. That's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. Now that everyone's back, let's get started. The court is now in session. Miss Von Karma, please proceed. Very well. I now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand? Why did she just call him a pitiful clown? The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. Sad. Angry. Sad. In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playgrounds where I spend most of my days, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cooling, all shoot some b-ball upside of the pool when a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I'm done. Name an occupation. Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish? Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke suited for this sort of occasion.
What in the world are you talking about? You're in the Grand Hall of Justice, not a comedy club. Since it's easy for your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh, yeah. Maybe this joke's okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Got some pickles. It's gonna be a long case. Needed a snack. Gotta give it a little tap on the side of the jar, get the juice off. How much of that crunch picked up on the mic? That was a really good crunch. When do we finally get a Wiz cooking stream? Everyone's been waiting. He's got the whole crowd laughing. Okay, how about this? Have you ever met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? How was that one? But a couple of clowns who were up to no good started making trouble. Your name? Lawrence Girls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 p.m. on the day of the murder, correct? Yes. Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafari... Without the humor, please. Okay. Poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self. Maybe I should finish chewing. Juicy pickles. Poor Mo can't be his usual stoogey self in court. I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. How does he still have a job?
No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and a polite applause. No one ever laughs at my jokes, and I've been taking to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. Well, you know, almost useless means it wasn't useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone. What'd you think of me? How am I doing? Aren't we supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness. We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts. Really? You'll really hear me out? Well, I'll make sure one of my staff will be your straight man later. Thank you, thank you. I can't wait. Poor Gumshoe. Now that that's settled, shall we begin with the testimony? Of course we can, as long as I'll talk for as long as you want. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. That was a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and it was Max who was wearing the cloak. I kept watching him, and all of a sudden Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment now. Of course you can. There's no way this account can be criticized. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt around him. Yeah. That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you gotta find some kind of contradiction in his testimony. I know that. Mr. Wright. Your Honor? I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not to engage in pointless saber-rattling. I understand, Your Honor. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. Alright, so he went straight to his room. He was tired. He glanced out the window. He saw two silhouettes. Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly, how far away were they? Let me think about that for a second. If my room's here, and they were about yay big, I'd say they were about 30 feet. Just 30 feet. That's not far at all. It was snowing that night, and it cut down the visibility. I see. Please continue with your testimony. You said you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away? That's right. I'd been thinking it over and over since that night, but things didn't really make sense till I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. But now I'm 100% certain it was Max and the Ringmaster. Just think about it, how could I be wrong when Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Lord, uppity symbols? Lawyers nowadays, do you even go to school? Alright, everyone knows what to do. All together now, say it with Uncle Mo.
I want a divorce.
See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to get along. I must really be utterly and completely worthless. Yowza! Enough foolishness. Get back on track. Will the witness please testify as to what he saw? And only what he saw. You say you saw the Ringmaster get clonked over the head? Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? No idea. The weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you saw everything, didn't you? Well, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo! Did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night? I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor, poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty. Uh-oh. Go. Well, we know what to do to a nice penalty. So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix, right? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? No? Well, right now I don't have a clear basis. And this is just another one of your pointless efforts to badger my witness. Oh. Well, we got a glimpse into the dark timeline. course I do. Then let's hear it. There's something I can't share with you at this time. What did you say, Mr. Wright? I know there's something wrong with this testimony, but I can't put why I feel that way into words for the judge. Maybe we should get a bit more information. Once we find something more solid, we can give it another shot. Yeah, you're right. Mr. Wright, before we resume the testimony, you know... Damned if you do, damned if you don't. What the heck? You know, what Mo said yesterday and today have been a bit different. I noticed. You've got to pinpoint what changed. You can do it, Nick. So did anything change? No. Okay, so I should just not do that then. Man, I've locked myself into taking half HP damage. I can't believe this. Well... The illusion of choice. Alright, let's try this. Nope. Alright. You said the practice wrapped up around 10 p.m., correct? See, that's the thing. Huh? How am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p... Lord. Now 8 o'clock, that's something a clown can rip off of. Let's pretend it was 8 o'clock. That's the way to make a great joke. Alright, 8 o'clock. You know how to... You know you want to hear this joke. A man goes to his doctor and asks, "How is number 1? Oh. I wanted to read that, Von Karma. Witness, these are the jokes you say for the detective. Oh! You knew what would happen. Don't look at me like that. Mr. Wright, you're... This kangaroo court. You were pooped that night? Yeah, I was real tired. Not to mention I had some bad Mexican food. What? The double cheese, double bean enchilada is a dangerous menu. That sounds good. What happened after that, as they say? Happens. Ah! That one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really love toilet humor these days. That joke was so hip, I don't want to ruin it with a reply. Phoenix is so hip and happening.
not fair! Everything I push! What am I supposed to do? I know the game warned us. Alright, well, no matter what, we have to have half damage, but we should be able to save the rest of it. Good case. Good case. Oh, he's stretching. That's cute. You know what? We haven't had any pet cameos today. He's probably gonna get mad that I pick him up, but... Ugh. Come here. Come here. Come here. You gotta help me survive Turnabout Big Top. This is the worst case in the series, Buckley. Here. Look at this crap. You see this? You see this? You see this stupid clown? No, you have to look at this stupid clown. You see him? Can you believe what he's putting me through? Can you believe? Here, you want to sit in my lap? Yeah? You want to sit there? No, he's gonna leave. Do you want to sit there? Yeah. There we go, sweet kitty. Sweet kitty. Oh, he's leaving. Sad. Alright, I swear we will continue the case, but I have to go check on something now. I just got a text that was like, hey, can you... So, speaking of cats, we have our... We took in my cousin's cat, and he's still kind of getting... Oh, didn't mean to drop my phone. He's kind of like quarantined in the back right now until he gets used to everybody. So, I don't know. My mom wants me to go check on him and turn the TV off. Because apparently my sister left on, like, cat videos for him to watch. Like, they make these videos where there's just stuff on the screen for them to, like, claw at. So Buckley really likes them, but I don't know. I'm gonna go look at him real quick. I will leave you guys with my latest and greatest creation to watch. What a great video! It's got a Dachi in it. Ugh. The new cat would love Adachi. I don't know how the... I don't know what the new cat would think about Adachi. I'd have to think about that. I haven't introduced, have any of the pets seen Persona? I think Ollie's seen some Persona. Oh, there he goes. He's hitting the whip and the nae-nae. Alright, I guess we should get back to this. Okay, so... So I probably shouldn't press him. I should just, find evidence. Maybe... Oh, yeah. Yeah, so the dancing part of that graphic is from the DLC for Persona 4 Dancing, where they added an Adachi dance and a Hatsune Miku remix of Heaven. I personally do not like the Hatsune Miku remix of Heaven, but I'm also not that big of a fan of Vocaloid, so... I'm sure some people really enjoy the Hatsune Miku remix of Heaven. I don't. Alright, let's try... Let's try the photo? No. Okay. Gosh, was he wearing his hat? No, okay. If you go to the shopping district with An, she'll buy you a Rise poster. Rise! Everybody loves Rise. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, I'm completely stumped. Alright, let's try just reading through everything again. Alright, so the night of the murder after practice was over, I went straight to my room. He was tired, that probably doesn't matter. Thought I'd go straight to sleep, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were far away. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. Press the third one. You just happened to glance out the window? The mirror. You could say that. You could have also said I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed. Mr. Curls! Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further. Keep pressing. Exactly why did you look out the window that night? Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday... Once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, forgot about that. You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not simply glance out the window. Oh yeah? That's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Yo! That's not something you forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well. Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony. This should start turning the tables in our favor. I heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me take a look inside. Okay, so now we have our new thing. So we probably just press this one, right? What was the sound like? Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say, Mr. Curls, I may remind you that humor is unnecessary. No! How'd you know I was gonna make a joke? I guess it sounded like, it sounded like someone getting hit with something hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit, huh? What then? You said you looked out the window and you saw... Okay. Um... So we tried pressing it. There's a huge noise outside the window. Do we have anything that could make a huge noise? Try the last one again. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Oh, well, duh. Yeah, I should have tried to press that anyways. Because now it's a contradiction. You said you saw the ringmaster get clonked over the head? Yeah, I did. It's the climax of my story. Really does enjoy completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I got no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene. Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night? It's all or nothing. Oh boy. So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix, right? Do you have a clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? I do. I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you'll be telling us this great reason. Of course I will. That reason is the witness's very own testimony. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright? Mo said he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching him, and all of a sudden Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo is to be believed when he said he looked out the window upon seeing a sound, there's no way he could have seen Max clonk anyone. Wait, what? In 1972, what? We'll never know. Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? What? They didn't commit. These clowns probably escaped from a maximum security clown car. Mr. Kurtz, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court? No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick. Great job. These types of witnesses always seem to have selective memory. Oh, sorry, that was Phoenix. These types of witnesses always seem to have selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. You know, clowns are a lot like onions. They got layers. Well, oh, you're back from your jog? It's, pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much. I looked out my window that night. The ringmaster was face down in the snow. The prosecution helped fill in the gaps of my statement. Von Karma! Tampering with witnesses again. So now you're saying you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster? Yeah. When I looked out of my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Yep. He was on permanent vacation, as they say. Ah.
Mr. Curls! Your Honor, you did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yeah, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped and I saw someone's silhouette. Very well. Please testify about this silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And even if I catch a hint of a joke from you, I'll put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Got it. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could only belong to Max. There's no doubt in it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. But what about the white roses? His face was silhouetted, but it's no doubt it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so you couldn't see what it was carrying. It does seem that the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever. This should finally be good enough, yes? It is decisive. Was Max really at this crime scene? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. Alright, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. Alright, we got him. What about the white roses? You saw all of his uppity symbols? I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo. Everyone knows Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. Three symbols? Yay! Everyone get ready! All together now! Silk hat, cloak, white roses. What the? Who cares if he knew if there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to admit this one. Isn't that right, Mo? Do you like pie? I like pie. Silence, fool, and respond with the whole truth. No fractions. Order! Order! I didn't mean to open the court record. Apologies. Mo! Pursuit! The pursuit theme! Mo! You didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw. The crime scene was dark. It was obviously too dark to see that kind of detail. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention the roses are all white. There's no way he could have whisked them. Then the roses must have fallen off the defendant as he assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found him near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material facts of the case? Clearly not. He's just toying with this court. I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have led me to the truth again. Someone's toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trillo's testimony? There's no way I could mistake someone taking these 3 ridiculous symbols. Wearing them, I mean. How could you mistake someone with that crazy get-up? How could you mistake someone wearing such snobby 3-piece get-up? Trillo saw them all. Trillo saw all 3 of Max's symbols.
However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt this is a contradiction. Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt he saw Maximilium Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not... mature? I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. Which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in the next statement, I'm prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. What is he barking at? I guess it was just a passing car. He's chill now. There's no doubt in my mind there were no white roses. However, all the other symbols were there, I'm sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time. Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance. Just one? I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you're going to prove me there's no contradiction with Mr. Curl's statement, you'd better at least have a shred of evidence. I've only got a single shot. I better be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I'll need. Alright, this is it, Luigi. What do you think, Nick? There's no way I'm gonna lose after coming this far. There's gotta be an answer, and it's in the court record. We got him! Does this happen to be the silk hat you saw that night? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing. No question in your mind. Exactly how would one mistake it for a thing like that? I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma, where was this silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene. This means... The silk hat fell off at the time of the crime. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated he was wearing it the entire time. No! That's not true! Order! Order! Mr. Kurls! Yes, Your Honor.
What is the meaning of this? You're old enough to know how to behave in the court. Hey, that's not right. It's harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight or your memory, amongst other things. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you didn't like my jokes, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight and my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me, and it doesn't matter how old I get, I'm younger than you. Ah! Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? You think you can stand up to judge the jury and the executioner? I saw him! It was Max! Even if I didn't have the roses, he was wearing the dumb hat! I'm telling the truth! He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb hat! He was there! He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while. Mo? What do you want? You said he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene? What? He went... What do you mean how he left? You can't ask me that. Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. This witness's testimony is full of holes, Miss Von Karma. Your protests are useless. It's no use. Ugh. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this. Is that alright with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a baby! Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away. That's what I expected you to say. You sure that's how it happened? What? I'm not sure I know where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story? Oh yeah, the crime photo. Look, one set of footprints. Look at this photograph! The problem with the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see footprints. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. Aye, aye, aye. So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape? Your Honor, this witness has proven his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all the witness testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. Wait just a second! You guys can't ignore everything I said. Fine, I'll tell you the truth. You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyway. I'll give you the real deal, I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are about to get worse than better. Mr. Lawrence Curls. Yeah? This testimony you provided up until now has been false? It hasn't been false, I haven't lied, it's just what? I was a bit confused about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Miss Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. Order! Order! I will have order! Franziska Von Karma! How could you? Your Honor, what can I say? I did a little bit of trolling, as the kids say. I'm so Sigma, Your Honor.
If you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion I have.
What opinion is that?
It's not funny.
That's enough out of you. I'm gonna listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear it. Ha! You're not gonna believe this. You're not gonna believe this, but it's all true, I tell you.
Try not to waste our time with your idiotic driver. You, Narakami, searched 90 hours for the truth. We only had to make it... I don't know how long into the game we are. It's been 2.5 hours on the stream, so hey, the truth. Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the hat. That's when I saw There he goes. Whee! That's the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints. I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician. But leaving the scene of the crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right. Why is she right? You believe the other witness? Why won't you believe me? Especially because it's the best part of the story. To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this testimony, Mr. Wright? I think we should probably save. I think he's telling the truth. What he just said was so strange, I don't think he'd make it up. Which means he's telling the truth? That's what I think. Nick, wait! That means Max actually used magic. Oh, you're right. Oh! Only a foolish-looking fool would be fooled by such foolish fools' foolish dreams. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist. I suppose I'll let you all in on my thinking. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that, but I can't wrap my head around how it would actually happen. You imbecile! If you disregard the need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. Sweeties, what in the world's going on? That's what I want to know. They say the criminal flew off in the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy. But it looks so effortless. It looks so effortless for you on stage. It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I'll use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow! You just told me the secret to your magic. No! I broke the first rule! The cardinal rule! The only rule! Ah! I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret of their tricks. Nick, what do we do now? All we can do now is hope our flying criminal is find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea! Let's do our best and catch this sucker! To be continued. And I do honestly think that this is going to be continued. I think this is a really good stopping point for today. I will pick this up once again tomorrow. And we'll hopefully finish Big Top. I'll go ahead and get to where I can back out. Nick? Or can I do it right here? Oh yeah, I can do it right here. Okay. Was that day 2? I think that was day 2. Alright. It's been fun returning to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney 2. So I think in the future, because I think I'm just a little bit, I think I'm just annoying people a little that I'm like swapping between games. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'll rotate games weekly. So I'll do a different game every time I stream, and I'll rotate which one I do. So like, if I have 2 streams that I can do on a week, then both of those streams, excuse me, both of those streams will be the same game. But if I can only do 1 stream that week, then it'll just be 1 game. Return of Mega Man X2. Mega Man X2 will come, don't worry. All will be revealed. Alright, I think this is where we're gonna call it for today. Thank you for tuning in to Ace Attorney 2. Thank you also for everyone who came to the Great Vegetables tier list. I don't know when I'm gonna start working on the actual video for that, but expect that to come sometime soon. Alright, I'll see you all tomorrow. Probably. Adios! I can leave you guys on like 1 more graphic, I think. We'll go with the old classic. Everybody loves this one.
Take that!
Look at all that great Ashard. I don't know if there was any Ashard in this stream.